All right, welcome back to another stream. Yeah, it's been a while. I plan on setting up a more of a schedule for actual streams, but we are back to Greg Tech New Horizons. Uh, nice lag, thanks game. Um, have some goals for today. I've done some crazy work off camera, but also have a bunch of crazy stuff ready to go for stream as well. So we're gonna get started. Um, what did I do off stream? So off stream, I have set up quite a few things. We have another two sets of these advanced assembly lines going. Um, I basically am making a ton of motors and pumps, so I wanted one separately for motors, one separately for pumps. Eventually, the goal is to have more, but for now, that's what we have. And hello, Torch, welcome. Um, over here, I set up some more of the advanced assembly lines to be able to produce some of the stuff that I need more often and in larger quantities. So these ones are for the, what is it? What are these called again? The bioprocessing units, where these ones are for the, what is it? Neuroprocessing ones. So those will speed up crafting times a lot, which is nice. Um, I unlocked some major upgrades as well. Two of the biggest things are I unlocked the advanced version of these fluid things here, the fluid stocking input buses. Those are huge. I made like a stack of them, and I've used them in some cases so far. And I unlocked the fluid version of the crafting input buses, wherever I have some of those. So that's nice. Um, as for today, we have some wafer production stuff to set up as well. I started setting up wafers, but I need to continue that, and I got some stuff ready, which is lovely. I started building this one here. This one is for like four different ones so far, I believe, but I need to set them up for what is it? There's five different ones total you need because of the wafers and the like different stuff you make in these. There's a range between the what's his name, like energy volume you put in, and if you have too high of an energy volume for them, they won't work. So you have to have them in a specific energy volume to work. So I've set them up in the five different in need for this. Unfortunately, I have to manually go through and place these coils as far as I can tell because I can't seem to build it without using the thingy, what's his name, the blueprints to speed it up, but oh well. This is the largest one. This one's a 81 block length linear accelerator. Pain in my ass, but oh well. I made sure to make a lot of these coils off camera because they take goddamn forever, I swear to god. Each coil, I'm pretty sure, like, they're not too expensive, I've found, but the problem is, like, the time it takes to make a bunch of them because it just takes a bunch of different resources. I really hope I made enough for today's stream, but I guess we'll find out, right? I didn't do the math to figure out exactly how many I needed, but I'm pretty sure I made way more than enough. And if I have extra, I tend to use these quite often, so that's awesome. But we'll see. God, this structure is absolutely huge. I don't know if I can, like, automatically place these in, because as far as I know, the blueprint to place them in, you have more of them in your hand to be able to, like, increase the, what's his name? The tier of the structure. But by increasing the tier of this, it uses materials I don't want to use, like, specifically the glass. It uses high-tech glass that I don't want to. And the other thing is, it just doesn't reach the length of this one because the max length, I believe, for it with the blueprint goes up to like, what is it, like 30? No, not 36. It goes up to like 60 or something, where this one's 81 blocks in length, so a lot bigger. And I got a feeling I'm going to run out of coils. Shit. That is going to be kind of unfortunate. I do have other things I can do if I need more in the meantime while they craft. But that is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, it definitely seems like I'm gonna need more. How many more do I need? You're seriously joking me. I am run out right at the top. God damn, of course I do. Of course I run out right at the top. I need more for the other ones. I don't know how many. Let's just autocraft 100, I guess. see how that does. All right. We can continue with some of the other stuff here. So I need to set up the synchrotron here as well, which I can do with these this time. Blueprints, and just start spamming the shit out of this, and it should build itself. The only thing is I'm gonna need to replace some of the stuff it puts in, because some of it won't be what I want. Like, it'll put in energy hatches from my ME system, because it takes stuff from your ME system to place. So it's gonna place in, like, energy hatches of random tiers or whatever. So I need to adjust for that. It is building it, right? Or is... Oh, it's having it... Oh, I know. Nope, it's having a stroke, because I need the coils as well to make this. Of course I'm running out of those coils. Yeah, that's an annoyance. Ran out of the coils right as I need them. Alright, well, I do have other stuff. So, going back to the main section of the base, a couple of extra things I did was I have a power upgrade, which I'm going to be getting this stream. Well, I've technically already got in, but I need to do some stuff, which I'll come back to. But I basically upgraded the Lapatronic supercapacitor to hold a lot more power. I added 18 of these UV Lapatronic capacitor blocks, or whatever the heck they're called. So the capacity of it has gone up to, what is it? I think it's 17 trillion? Yeah, 17 trillion EU from, like, I think it was like 3 or something. I can't remember. Or was it some amount? But holds a stupid amount. The other thing is I've had this capacitor down here for a while. This is basically my backup power whenever I need to switch over, like, changing up or upgrading that so everything doesn't run out of power. And I added a transformer here just so I don't have to worry about, like, breaking this cable and switching it to the one for here. So it just runs through here, and I just need to turn this on when I need power, and that one off when I, what's his name, need to upgrade it. So that is nice. As for power, there's these, what's his name, the Naquata fuel refineries. I got another one, and I got this one to tier 2, which allows me to get, the, what's his name, the tier 4 version of the liquid-based fuel. And I thought this was going to be a lot more annoying, because it needs UMV power, which I thought I could only power with, what's his name, the energy hatches, like, single amp ones. I thought I can't use multi-amp hatches or laser hatches. Turns out you can actually use multi-amp hatches and laser hatches on this. So I just put in a laser hatch, and now it's linked. The thing that I need to do before I actually start switching over to that fuel is upgrade this, because the power difference on tier 3 fuel versus tier 4 is absurd. I'm going from making, with all 10 of these reactors on tier 3 fuel, 180 amps of UEV or UHV to 1.6 K UHV amps. It's a stupid amount. And the one thing that I know I need to upgrade is the laser hatches, because they will not be able to handle this. I'm pretty sure I made some as well off camera. I made more than I needed, because I've been using them in a lot of places. So I'm going from, what are these? These are 256 amp UHV laser hatches to 1024, because that's the next one up. So we need to do some stuff. First off, I need to check the power in the bank. How much power we got in the hatch? We got 4 mil, or 4 bill. Yeah, we're good. We're good. 4 bill? Wait, no, 4 trill. I'm having a stroke there. Jesus. So we have easily enough power. So this is where we're gonna do this. So we need to turn this off. We want to break this, and then break this, and we also need to break this. I need to break all these laser hatches. Break that one, and this one, and then there's just the 2 here. Okay, and I accidentally broke one of the casings. Okay, that's fine. So we need the source hatch. So oh wait, no, sorry, not source hatch. We want target hatches here. Target hatches all around. And then up here, we want the source hatches. One here, one here, and one here. I think actually, did I forget that one? Yeah, I forgot this one. Make sure to get them all. Okay, and now I just need to color code them again. So, I know there's, this one's black. There's this one over here, which is also black, and then end connections here. Also, if any of you have any questions for, like, you know, stuff when it comes to this game, I'm willing to, you know, try give what advice I can, because, like, I'm not, you know, the best of the best, but I can give advice on, you know, what I've learned, and, any tips or tricks that you want that I can give. I'm also planning on starting to do some, what's his name, videos to, kind of, what is it, guide videos to help out with certain things in the game. I think I'm going to be producing one of those quite soon, because one of the ones that I've been wanting to do for a while is one on the, what are they, the vac nukes, because I had so much trouble with those, and I don't want people to have trouble with them like I did. So I'm gonna put in like a really big detailed video about how to set them up, and like a full guide on what you should do for them, which will be nice. Alright, now all of these are now good to go. I'm just gonna quickly grab all these hatches, because what I'm gonna do is cleanse them. I need to change it to solvent. Alright, there we are. And now I can get all these back. So, now that should be able to actually handle the power capacity that we'll be making. I need to turn this back on. And now we switch over to the new fuel. Alright, first part of switching over to the new fuel is I actually need to turn on this to actually make some of it, because I only have 250 liters of it, which is, honestly, it's a pretty decent amount for what it is. Like, it sounds like a very small amount, but it uses 1 liter every 5 seconds, so it is quite a lot. So, get a bunch of that, and then what we're gonna do is, yeah, we'll get these switched over in a sec. Alright, actually, while we're waiting on this to produce some of that, I've had this one problem, and I got suggested an idea on how to fix it, but I think I came up with an idea that may work that isn't it, because I don't want to do that way. The way I got suggested was, open computers. I don't want to use open computers with a 10-foot pole against this. I'd rather die, honestly. Screw that. It sounds awful. But I think I have a way. I completely forgot about these, and I've been using them a lot. What are they? They're from Thormic Tinker. They're called transceiver blocks, or transceiver interfaces. And basically, they are a lovely, lovely addition to this game, honestly. I love them. If you need to basically use, like, the face of a block in some sort of specific situation where you can't kind of access it easily, this thing basically replicates the interface of it wherever you decide. So, let me, kind of explain a bit better in a sec. Hold up. Go this and then this. So it's linked. So basically, the face of this block, I can't give it a redstone signal through the front to that controller cover. It doesn't allow that. And I can't put a redstone signal through the side to it, because it's a glass block. And I can't do it from behind either, because it has to be empty on the inside. So I haven't been able to get this thing a redstone signal like I've been wanting to. What this does is, when I link it, the face of this block is linked to this one, and this basically acts as that. So theoretically, if I give it a redstone signal through the side, it should be the equivalent of giving it a redstone signal through the side of that block. Hopefully. I want to add a repeater to make sure. Repeater. So if I do this and this, theoretically this should do what I want, but we're gonna find out. Damn, that is not good. Okay. I don't like that. I don't see any other real easy way of automating this other than real annoying ways, which I don't like because I want to keep this. The main reason that I have it like this is I want to not use all my Quadria, and I can't let this run forever. Obviously, if I do that, I'd ideally want to turn it on and off using redstone. And the only other way I can kind of think of is putting an input bus or input hatch here instead of a stocking, and then what's his name? Basically, turning it on or off depending on or putting in and taking out or putting in items when I need it to run. The problem is if I do that, it's gonna really limit how much it can do at a time, where I want it to do as much in one recipe as possible. So I'm gonna have to think of some sort of smart way around that, because that's gonna be annoying. Alright, we're up to 7k of the fuel, so I think we're good to go. Hold up. Wait, I'm at what? Oh, wow. Yeah, that drinks that. How much does it take per 2,000 liters of the tier 3 to make this? I mean, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a stupid amount of power, so I don't really care. So, first thing, make sure you remove the tier 3 fuel from these, because if you have two different types of tiers of fuel in this, yeah, it doesn't like that. It goes boom. And we don't want that. We very much don't want that. I I'm kind of debating whether I run all of these on it for now, because I kind of want to get my supply up on this, but even then, like, it's gonna drink all of that. I need to go turn on that. Yeah, this is where I need to turn this one on for a bit. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna have to try to remember to come back to this. It takes a decent amount of time for it to go through recipes, so it shouldn't drink all the what's his name items super fast. But I need to make sure that it doesn't. Um, as for other stuff, I need to do another meteor ritual because I need more resources. One of the resources that I'm kind of struggling on at the moment is osmium. It's really annoying. There's a couple of ways I've been looking into getting more osmium. At the moment, I'm just using meteor summons to get a bunch of it, because the best way of getting osmium itself is you want to get rarest metal residue. That is basically osmium. Um, the osmium ore does give the rarest metal residue. The problem I find with that is it gives very little for what I want and am consuming. So I don't get that much because I use it from like miners. So void miners, I have the space miners that are getting some, but it just doesn't keep up. And the only other way is I'm finding meteors, because the meteor that I'm summoning, the one that I just did, just contains a shit ton of rarest metal to residue ore, which you can't get any other way. As far as I know, the only thing that I think can get it other than this is the what's his name? The deep dark? No, I can't remember the name of it. It's the compressed like block of cobblestone that's a portal. In most mod packs, it's in here as well. But that apparently contains like every ore, even ones that you can't get any other way. But yeah, that's a bit of annoyance. Um, the other ways I've been looking at is there's a way to get it with the space miners. It's a bit better than what I'm currently doing. The way that you do with that is basically, instead of getting the ore itself, you can mine with a higher tier miner and like a higher tier drone to get osmium dust straight up. So that way I would like to do. The problem is I can't do that way because it requires a tier 3 space miner, which I cannot obtain at this point. Or I mean, technically I can, but it's very expensive, and for what it needs, I don't think it's too worth it for me to try and go for that yet. So I'm not gonna bother with that yet. As for other methods, yeah, there's not really much. There's the way that I kind of want to achieve, which is the quantum transformer. That is not happening anytime soon, so that's off the table. Eh, I'm using bees as well to produce some, but it's still slow. It kind of sucks. I hate it. Why has it got to be like this? I just realized how many osmium nuggets I have as well. Jesus Christ, I have 14,000 Actually, wait, hold up. I completely forgot to set up something that I should have had set up for ages now. I'm gonna deal with that in a sec. We're waiting on more of the coils. Yeah, okay. We love that. Oh yeah, this is another thing I did that I was debating doing. I just decided to go through it. This set of volcanuses here, you'll see, is just constantly running, where all the other ones are not. These ones are set up to run when a recipe is requested. These ones are now set up to basically purely just constantly run making neutronium because I'm constantly in need of it, and I'm just constantly out. It takes forever to make, so I'm just gonna let them blast through it. I set up a mixer to make what's his name, the raw neutronium dust, and as you see, I have 124,000. I let it run for a decent bit, but I didn't expect it to make all that, and I ran out of helium plasma. Um, make sure to check on stuff like that if you are having it auto go, because god damn, I had to turn that off because that used so much helium plasma. I was wondering why my space miners weren't working, and yeah, that's why. They ran out of what they needed. God damn it, I'm one coil away to be able to do this. Give me that one coil, please. It's struggling on this. That seems about right, honestly. Come on, just craft those three. Craft me those coils. I want to be able to complete this. See, I have my goal at the moment is just to set up this one here, because the other three that I have over there, they're very useful, yes. The thing is, they're not as needed as these ones. The reason I say that, and do I need more coils? No, it needs more coils, of course it does. The reason I say this one's more important over these ones is the wafers that it's producing are these QPIC wafers. These are I absolutely hate these so far because I hate this stupid fucking treated water. It drives me insane. But these wafers I need a ton of, and they're starting to become quite important. And producing them as slowly as I am at the moment with this recipe and for how efficient it is, um, I need to switch over to doing it this way. This way is not possible anymore. Oh, the laser engrave way isn't possible anymore. So I need to use this. So that one needs to be set up. Same with this one, and there's stuff in here that I needed. Where these ones are more for the low end wafers, so like the ones that you kind of first get, which I sure it's nice I can produce them like a shit ton of them real easy with this, but like my laser engravers keep up with those ones way too easily. It just doesn't matter. It's more so these that matter. So getting through these is the important thing. Also, one of the things that it doesn't feel like it's speeding up that I've done is back near the start how I said that I what's his name? Hold up, do I not have enough of these? What are they called? Their containments. Or some sort of casing. Hold up. I hate how many casings and stuff. No, I do have enough. Is it just having a fit? I don't know. Hold up. Let me figure this out and then I will do it. It's Is that a coil? It's a coil, isn't it? Yep. What's going on? Yeah, one of the things that I needed. Oh yeah, one of the things that I set up but also doesn't feel fast is those two, what's his name? New component assembly lines to speed up like motors and pumps. It feels faster, but also doesn't, because I just need so many of them, especially when it comes to these superconducting coils that I'm using in this. It's a pain. And there we go. So multi-block is now complete. Awesome. So, next, I need to get the two other parts of this set up, because I have now that and this. Actually, that's the other thing I need to check. Is this thing actually happy? Because that's kind of important. Making sure it's happy. It's not. Oh, I know. Actually, hold up. No, we'll come back to that. I know why it is, because I don't have all the stuff ready for it. I need to switch this around. Okay, I need a stocking. Stocking input bus. I need stocking fluids. I need outputs. Where's output hatch? Or output bus, sorry, not hatch. I need all sorts of things. I need smart cables. I need wireless connectors. I need my sanity back, but I'm not getting that, unfortunately. And there's some other things. I need electrode casings for this. Where are they? Yeah, these electrode casings. Because it just needs, yeah, it's what I think it is. I need electrode casings like this, and then like this. Okay. We want stocking. Okay, so that is... I'm just gonna get them to, like, a base point being done. So they just need to be, like, basically everything except kind of, like, inputs and outputs and just, like, that kind of stuff. What is it that I need for these again? Let me go on the inside of this, makes it easier. Target receptacle and focus manipulators. So target receptacle. I need 4 of you, please. And then focus manipulator. I need 4 of you. Actually, I won't start this craft yet because it may have some leftovers from this. I also need, what are these? It is a target holder and a focus holder. I also have got a feeling that maybe some of these, or some of those recipes are messed up. I'm surprised that this one is actually working, but I ain't gonna complain. I also need to go through, like, I have, like, I have a thing for, like, one of components used for the crafts in this, and it needs chloroform, and I just have the chloroform recipe chucked in one of my hatches because of the pain in the ass that is, like, fluid recipes without those fluid hatches. And it's in one that's on, like, circuit 5, and it needs circuit 3. So I need to go back and actually set it up with the new hatches to make it a lot easier to deal with. Because otherwise it's a pain in the ass. And one of the other things, depending on, like, how long I decide to stream for and how far I get with this, I think I want to also extend my circuit crafting, because some of this, like, stupid amounts of circuits I need is kind of crazy. I also need to kind of figure out what I'm gonna do circuit-wise, because there's certain things that I need to kind of decide on now, because previously the way that I was doing it isn't the best, and now I can kind of probably do the better option, but it depends on, like, certain factors whether or not it's actually viable for me to do yet or not. So I need to figure that out. Also, I don't know why this is not crafting those frames, so we're just gonna, like, forcefully give it those frames. I know why. It's because it's crafting the uranium and plutonium at the moment. It needs for the fuel. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Actually, hold up. Now that I'm remembering, I'm gonna go over and turn this thing off now. Let's turn you off. The other thing is I want to go check the fuel levels over here at the power gen. How are we doing? 500? Yeah, we're at 24k of that. So, yeah, I mean, I guess there's kind of no going back now. It's all switching over to this. So, I did that one. I did this one. Over here, we're going to go and take this out, put into this. Over here, we're going to remove it from here and move to this. Yeah, the one thing that I've learnt so far is these reactors are amazing. I've known that since I've gotten them. But the one thing that I've learned is, compared to, like, tier 3 versus tier 4, tier 3 is, like, when you first kind of get it, it's kind of expensive. It's not too bad. Tier 4 is very expensive. It's still quite expensive for me now. The thing is, the value for what it is to craft versus how beneficial it is night and day difference. So even though it's more expensive and it takes more to craft, it's by far better to use. It's just not even a competition. It's better putting in that energy investment and that, what's his name? Resource investment to get it because it is just that much better. It's just simple as that. Okay, we got the focus ones, and then I need the target. I also realized I don't have recipes for the other components. I swear I did, but I guess not. It's part of the target chamber. I need a recipe for this and a recipe for this. Let's go pattern terminal. Let's set up a recipe for you, and set up a recipe for you, and interface molecular. Come on, so many different recipes in here. I've just been chucking these in here. I should probably make it a lot cleaner, but yeah, I refuse to. I make like I basically make everything nice and like sorted out really well. The only ones that quote unquote haven't been sorted well are the ones that I've actually had to go place down for like specific machines. But everything else is like, you know, nice, well done, and actually uh looks good. So I mean, I did most of my job. I did it. Not fully, but I did it. As long as it works, and as long as I know, I guess. Okay, so on the front side of the machine is the blue one. So this side we want the focus one, and this side we want the target one. Oh yeah, there's one other thing I need for this, which I don't know if I have the recipe for either, so let me save it, is the focus input hatch. FOC. Yeah, I don't have one for focus input hatch. I should do that. Dude, that is really cheap. What the heck? I'm surprised at how cheap some of those are. That is insane to me. FOC US. Alright. That only takes like HV materials. Like, what the heck? Whatever, I guess. Yo, hello, Chaotic. Welcome to stream. Alright, so there's that. I need an... No, I don't want an advanced stocking for this. I want to actually use a stocking input, not advanced. The other thing is I need an output hatch here. Okay, and now it comes down to the rest of this. So first off, we need to remove these. I accidentally broke one of the shieldings. Yeah, that's not the shielding. That is something else. Alright, so we break those, break these. Outputs go away. Name is Chaos. Yep. I'm having a stroke, Jesus Christ. Need a new username? Yeah. I mean, don't we all? Trying to set up StarTech server later today, if you all want to hop on it sometime. Maybe, we'll see. I'm currently enjoying the Greg Tech grind, as well as crying at it at the same time. Now, actually, I need to bring up a thing on the side. I have like a spreadsheet, which, you know, I'll bring over for you guys to see. This is my spreadsheet that I have to look at. That tells me all the stuff. So the one that I'm looking at is this one here with group 1. And it's telling me like basically all the information I need for setting up the recipe. So it tells me the ones that I need to craft with. So the length is the linear accelerator being 81. It tells me the power I need for a lot of them. So like the source, what's his name? The linear accelerator, the coolant, like it's a bunch of just crazy text that I need to look at. Drives me insane, but I mean, I need to do it. So does it say what the power is? Doesn't say in particular. Okay, I think I just go with that, correct? Yeah, I think we're good. Rectiliers will literally spreadsheet it, yeah. Oh yeah, never mind, hold up. I won't try and show it off because it's gonna be a pain in the ass for me to do, but it just is a bunch of values of like what I need to do to set up these things because they need specific powers, they need to be specific lengths and all that. So yeah, I just have a huge spreadsheet telling me all the crazy stuff that I need for this. Which is lovely. I'm glad that people did it because I had a look at it and yeah, no, I'm glad somebody else did the math. I'll do the math if I absolutely have to, but if someone else is doing it, I'm taking their, information to do it. Oh, good, just so you know. Yep. Torch, if you ever need any information on something, let me know. I can give you spreadsheets of all sorts of weird shit. I've had so many spreadsheets pulled up for things, it drives me insane at times. What do I need? I need UHV energy hatches. I specifically want the 4 amp ones, don't I? Yep. Okay, so let me see, how did I do this? I did the break this, break this. I need maintenance hatches as well. Maintenance hatch. Is that the CPM energy hatch? Oh yeah, the CPM energy hatch is crafted. Energy. Oh, god damn it. I accidentally pressed the button and now I have to look through these again. Alright, there we are. Smile to spreadsheets, oh god. Yeah, the one thing that I'm so glad that there is online for this game is the amount of people that have played it and gone through have left so many spreadsheets. It is the nicest thing ever because sometimes, like, I want to do the math, I want to learn, but other times, fuck that. No, I'm good. I don't want to sit here for a millennia trying to figure out, like, what I need to do. Screw that. Okay, is this happy now? Incomplete structure. Ah, shit. I'm not looking forward to figuring this out. Shit. Shit. I'm gonna cry. I will deal that one in a sec. Let's put down the rest of this stuff and then get back to that, because that is gonna drive me insane. I will tell you that. So we're gonna put down these. Is the bottom one here running ZPM? I'm pretty sure it is, isn't it? Yeah, it's running ZPM. So we go down here. I want to run this side ZPM, and this is the maintenance. So down here, place ZPM, and then put that. Okay, let's. All right, let's go and lose my mind. I hate this thing because the amount of, like, dude, the amount of different things that go into this, and the way that it needs to be built is so precise. If you fuck it up, then yeah, good luck. And oh, actually, wait, hold up. I could know why. Actually, I'm pretty sure I know why. Which, if it is the case, I'm gonna be so happy. If not, I'm gonna cry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. We want. Is it stocking on the top, or is it? Yeah, stocking on the top. So stocking on the top part. Down at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here, and we want output. Or output, no, sorry, not output bus, output hatch. Because this gives fluids out. Alright. It turned grey. Okay, that is promising. Please. Okay, thank God. I'm so glad that worked, man. I was gonna lose my mind otherwise. Oh god. Okay, now is this the output side or the input? So this is the stocking input side. So we want to stock fluids in here. And then we want to output fluids over this side. So that's that. So we have inputs, outputs. That's got the outputs. It's got the stocking. It's got the inputs. It still seems to be throwing a fit. What is this missing? I'm pretty sure I got everything. Where is it? Target chamber. We have the LV beamline input, right? LV beamline input. The side closest to the beam input is the blue one, which is... hold up, let's check. These are the focus manipulators, so let's go in here, make sure. Focus manipulators, the blue one, and then the target ones, yes. This is the part of Greg Tech machines I don't like. You think you've done everything correctly, but you haven't. Focus input, item input, output. This is output, yeah. Shit. What? What did I do? What did I do? Yeah, no, I see. I'm just dumbass. It's this, the glass. Wrong glass. It's just on these two sections. Um, do I have any of the titanium glass? I've got a feeling I probably don't. Actually, you know what? I have a great tip for you, Torch, if you're still there. This is something that became a running joke between my friends and I whenever playing this game in VC. When you get to kind of like past the moon and get access to titanium, the running joke for me was I was always out of titanium. I'd make fucking like 10,000, and then like 10 seconds later, I'd have zero. Make as much titanium as you can. Do never cheap out. Just like I know with like a lot of things you don't cheap out anyway, but with titanium, do not cheap out. I burnt through so much of that. It was disgusting. Like I can't put into words the amount that I consumed of it. It was insane. I still can't believe the amount that I used for that. Does this thing? I'm pretty sure this thing has an output, doesn't it? Where does it have the outputs? Stocking. Oh wait, no, I don't need an output for it. Never mind. Okay. So that's good. Now we need to start doing all the wireless stuff for this. So I have basically a little thing set up that I can show off for this as well. Basically, I love my base and like all bases I build to be kind of like sectioned in a way where everything is what's its name, kind of set up in a way where one whole area is set up to one whole dedicated thing. So this area is dedicated to beam lines, over there's dedicated to water, like certain other areas are like that as well. Um, this this one in particular is one of the ones that I've been having a pain trying to figure out how I wanted it to look, and now that I got it looking the way I want, I'm very happy. But yeah, it was pain, but I'm gonna show off in a sec some of the inner workings. So over here is where all that stuff kind of links to. So the linear accelerator needs supercoolant, and so does the synchrotron. So the basically the big spinny one there and the big line. Uh, the spinny one is a synchrotron. The big long one's a linear accelerator. They both love to consume coolant and then needs to be cooled down. So I have two mega vacuum freezers here to cool it down, and then basically I have wireless hub here, and all the ones that will be connecting to it are over here basically. So it just connects to that. It deals with the coolant itself, and I don't need to do anything else, which is lovely. Having it set up like that is nice. I also need to figure out some ways of better getting the stuff for super coolant, because I've been actually kind of like not so much struggling with it, but the I have it set up like this area basically it has its own supply because it's not consuming it so much. It's only like you basically recycle it. It turns into hot coolant. You take the hot coolant, you cool it down, it uses it again, right? So it's recycling it. Where some of the other ones that I have use for actually consume it, which is kind of annoying, but oh well. And those ones, I really need to start getting more super coolant stocked on. And one of the things that you need for super coolant is leap year docks, or how the heck you pronounce it. I can't remember the name fully. Um, that I have like some ways of getting, but I just don't seem to be getting enough. So I need to start producing more of it, basically, because I would like to increase the supply that this system has of super coolant as well, because it does have like a good supply. Don't get me wrong, but I'd still kind of prefer it to have a bigger supply than what it currently does, which is always a pain in the ass when you need more of whatever. At times, there's been some times where it hasn't been too bad trying to get more of a resource, but other times it's a pain in the ass. Titanium, going back on titanium, titanium isn't too much of a pain in the ass to get, but god, just the amount you consume, that's a pain in the ass. Honestly, like, I think the best thing you can work on, like, to help yourself out when it comes to like those kind of like tricky kind of resources is bees. Like titanium is one. It's not super hard to process, but it can be really annoying. Is the thing to process it? I'd highly suggest getting a bee to produce it because getting it through a bee is so much easier. Like some resources, like the osmium's a good one, where basically you get the comb from a bee, and the comb, you process it, and you get one of the things you need to like fully process the ore. So like you get what is it? You get this acid. You take the acid, you do like some chemical stuff to it, and then the final product is osmium, where a lot of the combs are basically you get the comb, you process it, and it becomes the ore, and then you just use the processed ore however you want. Um, the B for titanium basically skips that whole processing part other than the ore processing and the comb processing. So it's really nice to get around some of those tricky ores. Another one that's a real pain in the ass that you can get around is tungsten. Bees are good. Yeah, dude, I love bees. They are the best thing ever. I will never underestimate them again. Alright, so for now, I don't actually want to fully get this set up, and I will kind of explain why. So I need to make sure that this is running at the right energy levels to be able to produce what I need. So I basically just want to link that to there, which that technically won't be where it's linked to when it's fully set up, but I need to test stuff first to be able to do that. So let's grab some of this HSS cable. I need transformer. I need two UV to U or UHV to UV, and then two UV to ZPM, and then I need signalum cable. Want to do some bees today? Maybe. Actually, I don't think I've got bees already done in here. I don't need to do any more. As for on the, I'm guessing what you're kind of referring to is the server and stuff. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. UHV. Give me a. Where's my 64 amp dynamo hatch? Yep. Okay. So let's turn this off. Actually, yeah, that can stay off for now because I just want to figure out where do I want to do this. We'll go. Do we go over this side? No, I want it over this side. Never mind. Okay. We need to go in here again. What we want to do is break this, place down 64 amp UHV dynamo hatch. I don't want to directly connect power just yet. And what I want to do is basically the same as this. So how did I do it like that? I did it like that. So basically, right where this is, right on the blue section, we line up and we go through. And now we're going to bring our cable along and give this some good old power. So, did I do it right beside it on this one? Yeah, okay. So, we go up like this. Slowly stacking up. Alright, there we are. So there's that. I need transformer, ZPM cable. And then we go downwards and we grab HSS cable. Where's this? Yeah, this one goes like that. Alright, so we're gonna go down all the way. Keep going down a bit more. Is that where I need it to be? One more down. Okay, then we go across. And now we can do this. So, break this. We need that transformer. Cable. Go through. Where's the other transformer? No, wait, no, yeah, they are there. This. And yes, I know everything isn't technically. Holy crap! It accidentally teleported me all the way over here. Damn. And yes, I know the cables aren't properly connected just yet. I'm just gonna place them down for now. Once they're all placed down, I've color coded them, they're fully connected, then we're good. I just want to make sure that it's all, actually functioning more than anything, or not functioning, is all, placed down. I like to place everything down and then, test it all, or go back over it to make sure everything's good. Alright, so there's that. Break this. Okay. There we go. So, now let's go back over this. So first thing is, begin here. I need to make this one face out. Okay, it is good. We want to connect this. Go inside. Make sure this is going to there. That. I need this to be light blue. Change it to red now. And now we color code this. Alright, there's that. Up here. Connect. Not connect, color. No. And then go up for this point. Spray. I'll come back to that part down the bottom in a sec. I need to flip this on the outside instead. Do that. This one is light blue to represent ZPM. I'm sure you already know this because you've watched Threefold Torch. I can't remember if you watched it, Chaos or not, but the what's his name? Threefold's thing about color coding your cables. I will never not do it now. It is something that is just force a habit, and it makes it so much easier to deal with, like, your cables. Figuring out, like, what color your cables are. Like, this is technically, like, this is a power cable here. Because of how much power I have to use lasers, which, I don't think you wouldn't have seen in, what's his name? Threefold's videos. These just basically can transfer a shit ton more power. But they aren't exactly color-coded the way that I would with cables. I need to come up with a new idea for how I want to do this. But basically, yeah, any cable that I have played down, is color-coded like Threefold does. It's just so nice. To put into instance, like, the laser hatches. So, like, one of these cables here, this holds 96 amps of UHV, right? So, pretty good. With the amount of power that I need to transfer into places, it gets kind of crazy. So, this cable here, just this one alone, takes 256 amps of UHV. So, a decent amount more. Yeah, and that's, like, the thing is, like, the reason it can be kind of crazy is, like, these don't just hold, like, max of 256. Like, I had ones I was placing down earlier that are like 1,024 amps of UHV, and you can go even higher than that. And then obviously, like, you can go up to a new energy tier, UEV, and then run 1,024 amps of UEV through the cable. Stupid amounts of power. Is this thing not happy? Why is it not happy? What is this missing? Am I crazy? Oh, yeah, yeah, I know. Hold up. I swear I didn't need an output bus. I guess it does. Because, like, there's only one recipe that gives an output, and I won't be using that. So, I just hide it like that, because I don't need it. So there's that. Maintenance that's good. Maintenance this. And then maintenance this. Okay. So this is where we're going to test some stuff. And actually, I need to do one thing before I test it, because this is where that, stuff I was talking about with the chloroform earlier, comes into play. I need to deal with that. Greg? Yeah, good old Greg. Alright. Let's, quickly go set this up. So, now that I have these fluid stocking buses, my life is going to be so much easier. What is it? Oh, no, stocking. Crafting. Why am I having a stroke trying to type this out? Crafting. Yeah, these crafting input buffers or crafting, yeah, input buffers that can deal with fluids. These are the best thing ever. I am so glad I have access to them now. Can't wait to be able to. I can start using them a lot more. I just haven't because like force a habit of not using it so far. But I can now start using them. I really need to. All right, so let's. This one's for circuit 5, so we're gonna just place down 2 of these for now because I just need 2. Because I need to just be able to clear this up. Okay, so that's that. Um, we want to grab this recipe and this recipe. So this one we want on circuit 3, which will be for the chloroform, and this one we want on circuit 5, which will be for the yttrium oxide. I need more of this cable. Smart. Then we do this. Oh, wait, no, that's fine. That's just giving it power. That's completely fine. And now we can yeet those away. Okay. Perfect. Now these are, oh yeah, turn them off. I need to turn them back on. And now I can actually craft chloroform and not have to come over here and change the circuit because of how I had it done. A lot easier. Okay, so what are these? They're lanthium hexaboride rods. Yeah, these ones. Uh, we're gonna craft. Yeah, let's just craft 1,000. Screw it. It's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a sec to go through all the stuff it needs to, but it's worth it. Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah, I hate dealing with like end game fluid management for recipes because you have to have like some sort of way of inputting the fluid into a hatch and then having like some way of dealing with the items. So I have to do like these weird complex setups. And there's if I go in here crafting, uh there's these which are the crafting inputs that look basically the same as this, right? This one, the one that I've been able to get for a decent bit since LUV, these can only deal with item-based recipes. They can't deal with anything that has a fluid. So it took till UEV, which is a hell of a long way from LUV, it feels like, to be able to use these ones that can deal with fluids, and they are the best. Oh, I'm so glad that I have access to them. Like, I'm gonna be able to use them a lot more, and a lot of stuff I need to go back over and exchange the stuff that I have for those now. But just being able to do stuff like that, where like I didn't really have a good way of increasing the space on those, other than making more of the what's his name, the large or mega chemical reactors. Uh, that just solves that problem, which is nice. Um, this is slowly going through, it seems. Yeah, that's slowly going through. Let's actually, that's, yeah, this is one thing I want to check on. How we're obviously still good because we have power since I did the power changeover. How is power doing? Are we ah, that's just a bit of power at the moment. More than what I'm used to. God damn. Yeah, okay. How's the fuel going over here though? We have 25k of it. Okay. Let's go over and just check. Is it just like what's it missing to be able to craft it? Or is it says it's missing stuff, I think. No, it's not missing any of that. It needs more of this stuff. Okay, what is it? Yeah, this stuff. I'm give me a mil. No, make me 2 mil. Please say I have enough to make 2 mil. No, I don't. Shit. This stuff I need to do a meteor ritual for. What does it need? It needs a ZPM advanced circuit assembler. Does this summon Endstone? Because if it summons Endstone, I'm gonna have an actual aneurysm. You're gonna watch me actually, like, throw a fit. No, it doesn't. Thank God. The reason I was gonna throw a fit if it has Endstone is the freaking stupid miner doesn't mine the fucking Endstone. It pisses me the fuck off. I hate it. Whoever designed it like that, I want to have a good word with them. I want to strangle them. Like, I get that it's meant just to mine the ores, but when it comes to the meteor ritual stuff and it not mining the ore, like actual blocks around it and stuff, I hate it. Alright, so circuit assembler. Do I have a recipe for ZPM circuit assemblers? My guess is probably not. Oh, well, I actually do, damn. Shit. Sick. Did it craft? Wait, did it craft it already? ZPM circuit. What the fuck, it did? Sure, thanks, game. Damn. Okay, that's the wrong thing. I need, this one. Okay, and there's the meteor. Sick. And now we, drill you up. Okay, so that should give me that ore. Because that's the only real way of getting it easily, so might as well. There's so many different ores in this thing. I mean, I think some of the ores I get in this, or get from this, I can't get other ways easily, so that's nice, but still pain in the ass, I guess. Cesium, galladinium, cerium, tribium, yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of ores, basically. Nothing I really care about, other than the stuff that I'm trying to get, which is that. That should allow it to make more of that. As for the tier 3 fuel, I don't think it's crafting that. Crafting with liquids and solids by adding, I don't know, a dirt block to represent the amount of fluids just to be piped externally. Yeah, not that's one way, I guess, but like it's also not great. Like the way I'll show you the way I do it, right? So over here, I have a dual interface, right? So the dual interface can deal with fluids and items. So you put the item recipe in here with the fluids, and basically the way that I deal with it is it goes into another dual interface, which is technically a separate network. It puts the items into a ME chest because I like to use the stocking input buses. So let me pause this so I don't break this. I use the stocking input buses, so there's one here, just extracting from here. So it can stock the items, and then there's a fluid input hatch and a fluid storage bus. So it works really well, and it does it like pretty cleanly. The problem is it just takes up a bunch of like annoying space that I really don't kind of want to use. So it just gets kind of annoying and messy. Especially when it comes to like if I come down here, like this mess. It is disgusting. I hate it, and I can basically replace all that now because of it. It will be so much cleaner. I can't wait to do that. So like I can't do it. It's just like it's a bit of a pain in the ass at this point for where you are in the game. Fluids and gases and power. Yeah, old like trying to figure out autocrafts with like not having the fluid stuff was a pain in the ass back in the day. Also, one of the things I did like recently as well is I reset up my clean room, which surprisingly I still use. The main reason is like this fucking slicer here. You need to make like certain circuit recipes for the circuit assembly lines using this. Yeah, these slice circuit cards. You need to do them in a clean room, and there's no easy way other than this. So, oh well. Plus, there's like some other stuff I do in here, like the bio lab stuff. So, I still have this, I guess, for whatever reason. But oh well. Still, so far in this game, still need the goddamn what's his name clean room. Feel sad, but oh well. What do I need to work on at the moment? It's just kind of waiting on this at the moment. Actually, wait, no, I don't, because there's enough of those rods. I don't need all 1,000 of them. I need them to be able to test this out, which I can now. So, we need to figure out how much this produces versus what I want. So this QPIC wafers, it needs a range value of 32,000 to, or yeah, 3,200 to 9,000. It needs to be within that range. If it's not within that range, then we have a problem. So, let's turn this on. All the other ones should be turned on. We go down here. Give me this. Come on. What are you doing? What's it doing? Something's not right. Hold up. Hold up. What are you doing? Pause. Stop. You are doing that. You okay? Is it just being a bitch? Is that it? It's just being cunt. It's as simple as that. Beamline output, beamline input. Okay, come on. Stop being a cunt. Simple. Simple thing. Just don't be a cunt. I'm not getting any information from it. This one's not green, and that one's green. Oh, wait, that's because, wait, I swear I turned you back on. That one's green again. Okay, so now go back down here. Okay, hold up. I got the information. Let's go turn this off, because I don't want it to continue consuming those rods. It's just going to continue consuming them when we don't want it to. We just want to check values. Okay, so values. It is giving energy value of 5,177. That is within the 3,200 to 9,000 fucking whatever I needed. So, that's fucking awesome. We're in the right energy value for what we need. So, now I can actually make shit that I want. Thank God. Okay, what I've been fucking working towards. So, we need to set up a pattern. So, we want to make these QPIC wafers. We're going to make them the highest way that I can, so using these American drop wafers. I need this as part of the save, and yeah, so let's grab, I need a calculator. We want to do 50x 128, right? Yeah, 128. So 50x 128. Let me clear this configuration here. Let me change it to a processing pattern. We want American dropped wafers. We want the mask, and then we want these rods. In here, we also want the QPIC wafer. So it makes a total of 6,400 of these wafers. 6,400 of these wafers. It only needs to have 50 of these, and it takes, I'm gonna set it to like 55 rods. That should be good. GregTech should add in game calculator and spreadsheet. I mean, I don't think it needs it. Like, I don't know. I need to test this again. Hold up. 10. Dude. See, where I'm writing down here in the NEI to do 10 plus 10, normally that does work. Hold on. It's because I didn't put equals in. Sometimes. Yeah, no. Normally NEI has it so that's a feature where you can type it in there and it works. But for some reason, it doesn't seem to in here. So, kind of cringe, but is what it is. Alright, so now I can go through and do the final processes of this. So, first off, let's place that back. Let's go down here. And what I need dual interfaces. No, I didn't mean to do that. We want dual interface. We want quartz fiber. QUARTZ, quartz fiber. We want some smart cable. Smart. Give me some smart cable. I'll take blue, and what color will I go? I'll add a new color, so I'll just keep blue. And then I also want a terminal. MA crafting terminal. Okay, so let's begin this. We're gonna choose black for this one, I guess. We want, oh yeah, that's the other thing. I need a wireless connector hub specifically for this. Change that one to black as well. Okay, so we want to add quartz fiber here. Dual interfaces. I need the blue cable. And then we add this. In here, we add this recipe. And let's start connecting everything. So we go up here, and in here we want to connect this, color code it, and the first thing is we want to make sure it's choosing those rods, which is perfect. Down here, I need another dual interface. This time I need it as a block. I need conduit. I need item conduit, and I need acceleration cards. And you'll see why. So we place down this here. Item conduit. We want this to be on insert. We want this one to be on extract always active with that. And then we want specifically this in here. Like that. Then I need to color code these ones to black. I need to put the Americium dropped wafer in here. And then if I go and link this back, that should be that part of this done. Then I think this is the last part that I need to do for it, is if I go down here, we color code this to my mainnet, which is blue, and actually, wait, did I end up doing, yeah, I ended up doing it like that. Never mind, I don't want to color code this blue. We're going to color code it, what color is this one? I think it's gray, right? Light gray, okay. Color code it light gray. And now, what we're going to do is go over to all my crafting stuff. And go down here. This one's gray. You know, I can add it along this line and I'll do other shit later. Okay, so this one, this, light gray, connect, awesome. And if I go all the way back over now, that should be that set up now. So, I mean, I guess there's only one way to really make sure that this works, and that's by, you know, setting up to have a go at it, right? Oh, God. Okay, so make sure that everything's good. So this one is on. I know it was technically working. Actually, double check here again. This has got the QPIC wafer in it. Perfect. This one should be on as well. Yep. This one should be active. Yep. And then this one we can turn on now. And it has that in there. The Americium dropped wafers in there. The only last thing I need to do is go into here and search QPIC to grab out my old wafer recipe because we don't want to use that recipe anymore. And let's try QPIC. I should be able to request this, and it should make me a absolutely fucking stupid amount of them. Oh god. Fucking 6,400. That is fucking crazy. It's gonna be such a fucking big improvement, though. Those wafers, I've been using a lot of them recently, and the main reason of setting this up was to deal with that problem, because you burn through so many of them, and it takes a long time to craft them. The fucking tiered water, I fucking hate that shit. I want to fucking burn it with a fucking something. I hate it. I hate it. Purified water sucks. Who decided to make it a thing? I've got a feeling that this actual wafer recipe may... Actually, no, it probably... How did I set up the recipe the way that I think I did, or did I set it up differently? I don't know which way I set it up, because this may not work to craft, or it may work to craft. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working. I think I know why. Let me check. This is the one... Where is it? Yeah, it's got that in there. It doesn't have what it needs. Yeah, so... Oh, yeah, because of that. I need tier 6 treated water. Go over to power gen. Go over here. Water. There's so many different types. Where is it? Which one's tier 6? Tier 3, tier 6, so this one. Did it just need 1,000? It needed 100. I mean, sure, 1,000 works. I'll just shove it in there. Because they changed the goddamn recipe as well as other fucking annoyances, which, fuck this, goddamn. But we can just go in here, chuck this in here. Wait for it to consume. Yep. And we'll take this out of here. I'm just gonna do this because I can't be fucked. And let's go over here and make sure that this is all going well. Should be working, hopefully. Oh, I see why. Hold up. 64K. 64K drive. You definitely need storage to be able to hold the items to do that. So, that's kind of important, you know? Okay, so that seems to be doing that. If we go down here, it's got the QPIC. It's got the wafers, and it seems to be doing it. How long does it take per each of these? 0.8 seconds? Damn. Damn, you go through those. Yeah. Yep. I have QPIC wafers on demand in fucking mass quantities. Fuck yes. Oh, that is actually huge. That I've been wanting this for ages, and this is absolutely huge. I I I only kind of recently kind of learned how good this was because I'd seen some people use this and then others use laser engravers, and the laser engravers they they are it's hard to say they're cheaper, but they're also not because the thing is with this the focus the thing that goes in here takes a higher tier grade water and it takes a lot more of it. And the wafers in the laser take a lower tier water and it takes a lot as well to do that. The thing is, that does so many at once so fast, and for the input, it's honestly technically kind of cheaper. So it was hard when I first was like learning which one was actually truly better. Now I know those are so much better. Yeah, yeah, I'm not switching back. Laser engravers can suck a shit out my ass. The only thing is I need to deal with water treatment now because it just uses a ton of water, which is a pain in the ass. But I mean, it's better than what I was dealing with before, so I'll take it. How's this all coming along? This, I'm guessing, is probably out of the fuel, right? Yeah, you're out of the liquid-based fuel, which I'm guessing I need to go turn this back on to do so. Yeah. I'm still annoyed my idea for this didn't work. Oh, I need to fucking either do your suggestion, Chaos, or the stupid fucking, what's his name, computer bullshit, or fucking find some other way. Fuck me. Why? Why you gotta be like this? Yeah, screw you, game. I'm also starting to wonder about the power if using the tier 4 fuel is worth it to me or not. Because technically I need less of it because of how much power this produces. It's insane. But the production of it is still kind of costly because, like, I'm gonna use more tier 3 fuel, but tier 3 fuel is so much cheaper than tier 4. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. I'm gonna have to give it some time to feel it, but part of me feels that it isn't too good so far, but we'll see. Okay, so where do I go from now? Because dude, that getting that done was absolutely huge for me. I've been wanting that for quite a while now. It's done. I don't really have to worry about some wafers for now. I can kind of just put all of that in the background. So that can get out of my saved. I'm free. What are these heavy duty plates for? Oh yeah, this was for that. Yeah, no, get that out of here. Superconducting coils, coolant, go away. Those can stay in there for now. Next, next. There are so many different things I need to do. I swear, I need to make it like a, like, what's his name? List of things I need to do. I'm pretty sure I actually have a list that I started in here, didn't I? to-do list, Samarium processing, and Cerium processing. Well, first thing is I've done the Cenarium processing, so I can actually remove that off here. So that can go away. As for Cerium, I haven't really needed it, so, fuck you, I'm not gonna do it. I don't need it, I'm not gonna do it. Simple as that. Um, I need to do, this is where actually, I know what to do now. I can start setting up assembly lines easier, because the biggest problem with them was I had to use these input, like actual regular input buses. That was the problem I was facing with them. Now I can have the stocking fluid ones that I got from being able to make those. That's gonna make it a lot easier. I also need to expand circuit assemblers as well, so that's another thing I can do. Trying to think what's going to be best at this point, and what if I can do anything interesting in stream at the moment. Yeah, that's a good question. What can I do? What is interesting? None of it's fucking interesting, let's be honest. Endgame Greg Tech is just you're watching me grind, and you either enjoy it or you don't. It's simple as that, man. That's just how it is. You get to a point where it's just like trying to make the streams interesting is basically impossible. Ah, yeah. Yeah, good. There's one thing I know I need to work on, but I don't know how to increase production of it, and that's netherite. Netherite production is god awful. I think it is one of the worst things at the moment in this game. I absolutely hate it. Easter egg. You could actually, you know what? You know what? I like your idea. I like your thinking, Torch. We're making an Easter egg. I can fucking avoid shit. I can avoid doing actual work and build an Easter egg. I can avoid doing actual, base work that needs to be done and actually do something else instead. Fuck that. I like it. All right, let's do it. Let's do this. Hold up. I need to bring an image up on the side for me to be able to do this. This. Do. Yeah, I like it. Okay. All right. Show the torch Easter egg. Yeah. Oh, and bees. Yeah, I'll show Torch's Easter egg. So this is Torch's little Easter egg here. I'm gonna be hiding a bunch of these around the base. I have one that I'm gonna do with you guys in a sec. But that's Torch's one. And then bees are up here, and as you see, it's called fuck bees. Purposely because fuck bees. I love them, but fuck them at the same time. They're fucking pain in the ass. I love them and I hate them. But yeah, I basically got a bunch of the what's the name multi-block alvearies here, and then the mega one there as well. These ones don't have anything in them because basically before I what's his name before you guys kind of met me, I basically tore down my whole base and rebuilt it because there was a lot of things I didn't like about it, from the inability to basically expand to all sorts of other different problems I had. One of those things that I was struggling with was bee processing for items, and the items that I needed from bees, I was expanding bees to stupendous lengths, and I just wasn't getting enough resources. It just wasn't keeping up, and the amount of resources I need to put in for it just wasn't working. So I worked towards Space Elevator, and now that I have Space Elevator, which is over there somewhere, it basically made a lot of my bees redundant. So, like, the ones that I use are in here, and I use them for stupendous amounts of resources. There's some that are still in here that I need to go through and actually set up, but I don't need them desperately, so, like, I don't bother. But basically, none of these have any because of that. But they will eventually will contain some of the ones that I need. But for now, I don't really need anything. So that's the gist with bees for now. They're useful but useless. The biggest use of my bees, I think, is for cryothium pyrotheum and infinity catalyst dust, because the amount of cryothium I need is stupendous, because these things require it to run for more energy, basically. Pyrotheum, because I'm using the volcanices instead of using what's name EBFs, which eventually I'll run these out and just be using mega EBFs instead. And infinity catalyst dust, because it's like the only other good way. Oh, and that, actually, sorry, my bad. There's one other. There's the osmium B, because I needed osmium, and it's like my only decent way of getting it, which is still absolute fucking dog shit. I think. How many chromes do I have? 679,000. Of course, I have a shit ton of them. All right. Easter egg, Easter egg, Easter egg. So we're gonna do a threefold Easter egg. Now, where do I want to do it? Part of me wants to kind of do it close to the central part of the space. Problem with that is it's just gonna be fucking really out of place, and there's not a lot of space for what I want. I mean, well, there is, but also not. Part of me wants to add it under one of these, but at the same time, then I have another side that doesn't have anything, which, I mean, if I add another Easter egg on the other side, it does work out. Unsure. What other options do I? I mean, ooh, actually, I could put it here. Ooh, you know what? I like that idea. I'm gonna put it here. So what we'll do is we're gonna be meticulous about this. So let's find the absolute sense. Ah, shit. Okay, we're good. We're fine. We're fine. Never mind. We're good. We're good. So right where the center of this is. Right where center is the center of this. So we'll break this, break this. We're gonna go back up. Put that back down. Alright, back down here. Okay, so we want yeah, let's just use hempcrete. Hempcrete's like my favorite block. Screw it. Let's do this. Give me some spruce logs. No, I want to do this. Okay, there we go. So, to begin, I kind of want to just paste it like down here to begin with, just because I don't want to build it directly there yet, just so I can figure out like how I exactly kind of want it. I think I want it like decently sized, but I don't want to be like absolutely stupendously huge is the thing. I need to figure out, the center was this point here, right? Yeah. I'm gonna keep that there so I know where the center is. So I think we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, something like that. We'll go this. And yes, I know this looks kind of weird for now, but just let the brainiac do his thinking. I just realized I didn't place that properly. So there's that. We need orange. Ooh, yeah. Actually, I need to figure out what block I want to use. I think I'll still stick with the hempcrete. I'll just have to, you know, use a chisel on it. Do I have a chisel in here, or is it in my backpack? It's in here. Let's go orange. So we want to go right to kind of like the here, I think. Actually, I feel like this is a bit too big. I feel like it's a bit too big. Hold up. I don't like that either. Hold up. Trying to think how I want to do this. I swear, doing this shit can be hard. I think, hold up, do I have... Actually, I know what I can do. Saw. Give me a saw. Oh, this one's on its last legs. What the fuck? Man, I use these more than I think. But, I try not to. Alright, let's do this. Cut these in half. Yeah, 30's fine. And then cut them into these pillars. I don't want to fucking shift click and cut random stuff I don't want to, because it will do that, which I don't know why it does. It's fucking stupid, but sure. Okay, so we'll go this here. this here, this here, this here. Then we can do the same with the other side. Problem is, it's like too thick. I don't want it that thick. Sounds fucking weird now I say it out loud. I have nothing to say to it. maybe this actually. Something small like that. I could probably wait if I do it like this. How does that look? Actually, hold up. If I break this, hold up. I got an idea. Break this. I think I see why I don't like how it was partially. If I go like this, this. Come on, let me place it in the correct spot. Don't let me place it randomly, you weirdo. Man, why is this gonna be hard? I hate building. I hate it and love it. Because I love building because it's fun and I can make some good shit. At the same time, it can be so hard to get everything the way you want. What if I did it like this? If I like it like this, I'll use like actual proper slabs instead of using, just these single like block ones like this. Nah, I don't think that's gonna work. I'm gonna have to do some big thinking on this. Maybe I don't do this at the moment because it's gonna take a lot of thinking and it's gonna be very fucking boring. More boring than what I'm doing already. So we're not gonna do that for now. I will show off a Easter egg next stream. You know what, I think that's a good idea. Maybe I make like an Easter egg before each stream, or make one like every couple of streams, and then show it off. Because then you're not always getting one each and every stream, but still showing some stuff off every once in a while. I like the idea of that. And if I do, I'm planning on making like some, kind of like catch up update videos, kind of like you Torch, and can hint at it in the videos, but you have to actually watch the streams to see it. Okay, this is this is where I don't know where I want to progress, because I kind of know what I want to do, roughly, but actually progressing with what I need is going to be another thing altogether, because I know I need to increase my production of stuff. The problem comes increasing the production with the recipes is going to be a bit of a bitch, because I don't have access to stuff like crafting proxies to be able to expand the areas like I would want at the moment here to add more recipes. So I need to figure out other ways. The one thing I know I need is I need more of these what's his name? Mega EBFs. Yeah, let's start doing that. So let's go Mega EBF. I'm gonna take the controllers from these because I was originally gonna set these up because I wanted basically all these to be awakened draconium coils, but dude, the cost of awakened draconium coils, oh my god. I'm gonna have a stroke every time I think of them. So that's kind of off the list. These Naquata alloy ones do better than I thought they would, so we're gonna use those. And I'm gonna go absolutely fucking crazy with crafting them. And by crazy, I mean we're gonna craft 4,000 right now. There we go. 4K fucking quad alloy cables. Holy shit. What glass does this use? It uses okay. You know what? Sure. I said I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Too late now. I'm doing it. I need a bunch of these heat-proof casings as well. Let's make like you know what? We'll go fucking real crazy with these. Craft me 10,000. 10,000 of them. Alright, so we're gonna go all the way along here. So now we need, give me 14 blocks, please. Yep. And then we're gonna go along here. Okay, there we go. And now we start clearing the blocks out from underneath. Because I like to do this, even though you technically don't need to. Is this directly... Wow, I somehow managed to get that in line with it. I'm surprised. Ah, this is nice. Something a bit more relaxing, honestly, at times, is just doing stuff like this. It's so simple, just breaking some blocks, and, like, technically it is progress, because, like, I'm clearing out the area the way I want for the thing, but it's also not, it's me just kind of, you know, avoiding shit. But, it's honestly kind of nice having the small little breaks, like something like this, in the absolute hell that is where I'm at this point of the game. It is one monumental task, this game. Takes a long time to get through it, but I love it. I don't know what got me originally. I honestly don't know what got me first addicted to this, because I've watched so many YouTubers, I've seen so much stuff about it. Like, I say threefold is, but I could be wrong. It could have been something else. But whatever it was, part of me hates this game because, you know, so much to it. But honestly, same time, it is so fun. The amount of stuff I've learned chemistry wise and just in, like, you know, modded gameplay as well. It's real fun. It's real good. I think everyone should at least give New Horizons at least one shot, because it definitely teaches you stuff. It teaches you a lot about just, you know, chemistry, and I guess a bit of patience. I'm still not patient. I'm fucking suck at that. If I'm being honest, but better than what I fucking was. Definitely need to be patient when it comes to this game, because some stuff definitely takes a long time to process. So many different things to work towards and achieve. It's one hell of a game. I love it. Never not got into it, I don't think. Alright, wow, I managed to just fill up that one and then run out. Sick. Okay. So there, we got all that's placed in. Has this done the... Yeah, it's done the fluid extracting part it needs to. So cosmic neutronium glass. It needs like 1,000 for each one, so I need 3,000 of this. It's... What? Excuse me, sir. You're using all 15,000 of my cosmic neutronium, and it's still not enough? What a scam. Fuck you, I guess. Still need to make another 8,000 on top of it, and I'm pretty sure I still need more of this glass as well. I'm pretty sure it's not enough, the amount I'm crafting. God damn. That's an amount. God damn. Alright, so let's place this in. Get the outline of this in the cosmic neutronium, so then I can get it all set up. Let's do this. Yeah, this is like... I know this part's gonna be one of the ones that takes a while, like, waiting on this, like... Honestly, one thing I'm surprised at is the coils aren't gonna take that long. Like, they'll still take a bunch of time, don't get me wrong. But compared to the glass, it's gonna be nothing. Which surprises me, but... Yeah, it's gonna be a pain in the ass waiting on that much of that. It's gonna be a nightmare. Oh well, I guess, right? I guess you've, what, honestly, while we're waiting on some of this, is there anything else I can really show off, or have, some fun while we, wait? Because it's gonna take a while for some of these to cook, so let's see if I can find something to show off. You know what, screw it, let's go to the overworld. I got some, yeah, actually, yeah, I can show the lore of the overworld with the Hobgoblin saga. So, yeah. Let's come back here. So, see, I don't know. See, my world, I wouldn't call it a corruption. It's it's not corrupted so much, but they made it so the chunks that you keep chunk loaded save where the rest of the map kind of doesn't, and the parts that weren't chunk loaded, didn't get saved. So some of the stuff isn't there that was there in the past. So like for some reason this area was fucking chunk loaded. So I have this, and then there's like some of the B stuff. But basically, there was like a hole into the mountain here where it was like kind of the start of my base and all that. It was a really fun time. But like basically, first couple of nights, if I come back over here, we have the weirdest spawn ever. The spawn is literally underground. Like you spawn here, but for whatever fucking reason, I don't get it. As you see, the kind of world save chunk alignment thing. But yeah, we came out of basically the cave that was here, wandered around. I was looking for an area for base. Wandered this way. I basically had like one night. Like there was, where is it? There's a cave over here somewhere. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this cave. It was pitch black, mid of the night. I couldn't see shit. I just blocked myself in here and waited till morning. It was horrible. Um, this village wasn't here in this seed when I what's its name made the world. It's when the chunks reloaded that did that. But basically after that night, kind of came over here, built kind of like an inwards cave like base into here, and yeah, basically we were just kind of chilling here, cleared out a bunch of area, working on different things from like some crop stuff as you see here, doing all sorts of random stuff. And basically just like a horde of hobgoblins come into my house into the side of the hill here. We just decided to fucking murder them all. And it's the most hilarious thing. It's the chaoticest thing ever. Because the three of us are just trapped in their house with these hobgoblins. And I didn't know hobgoblins attack you, but they just start fucking swarming us. And we can't get out, and we all just die over and over to these hobgoblins. It's the fucking hilarious thing ever. I fucking wish I had a recording of it. I love it. It was beautiful. Oh, it was the best thing ever. I love it. Oh god. Oh, so that's where this shit is. God damn. Oh god damn. Some of the memories you make while playing worlds and stuff. It's amazing. 10 out of 10. Slime bees here. My slime bees here still? Damn. Okay. Didn't expect that. What other laws do we have around this world? See, I've actually made like 3 different bases in this world. Uh, 2 of them I explored really far out. I don't know if my map's saved. Yeah, no, my map isn't saved from back in the past. But like, it's nice to see your world, overworld base or lack of it. Lack of it's because it's gone because of chunk reversion. Um, which is unfortunate. But like I was saying, is like I've made like 3 different bases, 3 or 4. I had like one that I was planning in the overworld. I didn't like, moved to another one that I planned in the overworld somewhere else, which I was liking, but because of the way that I built it, it required a huge amount of digging, and I was losing my mind doing just a stupid amount of digging. So I decided to move to the void base, and then, I said that I basically rebuilt my whole void base. So yeah, I've gone through a lot of bases, and then there's like stuff over here. So like these were some like crop farms I had from in the past. This is my old tree farm for getting woods before I unlocked the multi-block that allows you to get wood that way. Um, but yeah, there's one other thing here in the overworld that kind of matters, which is up here. This is my mob farm. Um, back in my like main central base, there's a lever called mob farm on and off, and as you see, there's a what's his name wireless receiver here to turn this on and off, and all the stuff gets transported back to base and is chunk loaded here. So that's nice. Um, over here is my Guardian of Gaia area, and I remembered this torch. Uh, the one thing that I remembered when fighting the Guardian of Gaia is the Thorncraft Icorium armor. if you fight using that against Guardian of Gaia, that's what causes your game to bug out. If you fight Guardian of Gaia with Icorium armor, just don't. Just go get a different set of armor. It doesn't like it at all. The reason I have Guardian Gaia set up here is I don't like dealing with a lot of the mobs, so I have like these grinders on here just to kill the fucking mobs that he spawns, and then I just attack him whenever. It's much easier. Screw Guardian of Gaia. He sucks. Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't see I can't remember exactly why, but there's something to do with the Corium armor's bonuses or something that just causes it to bug out. And it the bugging is weird. You can technically beat the fight with it is the thing. You can have times where it bugs out, and it's just like it kind of glitches, but you can still kill it. But more times than not, like I'd say 70% of the times, it bugs out in a way where it basically, you do the fight, you get to a certain point, it bugs, and then you have to basically relaunch your world. And a lot of the time, it's not you're just relaunching your world, you're causing your game to crash purposely to get out of the worlds because it just doesn't allow you to if you don't. And then you just need to, create a new item, resummon him again. So, yeah, such a dumb thing. Don't know why that's a bug, but sure, I guess. Something that's there. There's what the fuck is this? I don't even fucking remember know what this. Oh wait. Is that what I think it is? Wait, no. It's not what I think it is. The thing I was thinking of is over there somewhere. No, fuck that. Thank God. Um, yeah, I have my like. This is one other thing here that's useful. This is my rocket launch pad. So it seems to be out of power at the moment. Why is it out of power? I know why. Never mind. But this would have power, and basically it uh fuels my rocket, sends it to space from here. But I don't need a rocket anymore. Well, technically not. I have the mothership, so I have a what's his name? Draconic. Oh, what's the name of them? I've got one in my backpack. Hold up. These things, charm of dislocation. I have one onto my mothership, so I do that. And you need a rocket on your mothership to be able to fly down to the planets, but that's just something else. But yeah, like that's where I basically launched all my rockets from in this game. I feel like I could try and find. You know what? I may do it for next stream or some other point in time, but I want to see if I can find either older backups or pictures of like older parts of this world. See if I can show some of the really cool stuff off that, is not here because the way that they changed the chunk loading. Which, I mean, see here's my problem with it. I like it. I think it's a great idea. But I don't know what they did originally that caused it to basically make it so all my chunks and all the progress I had and stuff out here just voided, basically. And it's kind of sad because, like, it's a history of my world that's gone now. If I have a backup, I don't know if it will still be here. And I really hope it is if it's in a backup, but it's kind of, sad to see. I can understand why they did it to cut down on like the amount of chunks or amount of, you know, the game needed to save. The amount the game needed to save. I had backups that were literally like taking up my entire PC storage. It was stupid. But yeah, at the same time, it's kind of sad to see that gone. Oh well. I'll have to do some digging, see if I can find those. I'd like to get them back. And honestly, if I can find them, there's one thing I can do, and I think I will do. I'm gonna use world edit, and I'm gonna world edit them back into here. I want to bring those back if I can, because I want it in here. Like I said, it's a history of the world. It's something that's kind of important. So I will. I'm gonna look into that. We're still at 29,000. Good. How's the crafting going? Crafting is it's going, I guess. All right. Let me think. Honestly, I don't think there's much else. It's gonna be interesting because I got the main thing that I wanted to, or the main things I really wanted to. I got power upgraded. I tested the Mega EBF thing that didn't work sadly, and the biggest of the things I think, other than power can be debatably big, is this for the wafers. This is actually monumental to me. This is crazy good. But I don't think there's really much else I can do without it just extending on, and it's starting to become kind of late for me. So I think I'm gonna call it there for the stream. So let me get up to a nice spot to end stream, which is the top of this tower. I love this. This is my favorite build. It's my favorite thing I've done. I need to kind of readjust it because this is an older version of the earth in the background compared to the one on my stream, like starting stream, which I don't think you got to see chaos, so I'll show you that. I did some pixel art, which is this. It's a spinning earth for be right back soon if I go on break, or one for starting stream. It's one of my favorite ones, and it's based off the what's his name, the one that you see here, but this is an older version, and I want to put it up to date. But yeah, thank you all for joining another stream. Appreciate you all coming out to watch Torch and Chaos. If you want to watch some more of my stuff, then go back and watch some of the older clips or VODs. Um, thank Also shout out to Torch, absolutely amazing streamer himself. I'd suggest going to watch him. Torchlight is his YouTube handle. I need to I forgot again. I'll do it for next time. I'll have to link him into the description, but in the description of the video is also a link to my Discord server if you want to join that for future updates on anything that I do or just stuff in general. So see you all next one. Take care.